a company recently launched a Human Cities initiative that highlights its commitment to making life more livable and cities more human. This is AkzoNobel, a leading global paints and coatings company, also one of the leaders in the area of sustainability. Today, joining us for China Daily's CEO Big Talk is Mr. Buchner, the CEO of AkzoNobel. And welcome, Mr. Buchner.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
First of all, I just want to know that more information about your company and your development in China.
AkzoNobel is a company that has its headquarters in the Netherlands. We are a paints and coatings company, a leading paints and coatings company in the world, very strong positions in China, and also make a lot of specialty chemicals products that are also made in China for the Chinese market. Globally, we are about 15 billion in turnover, 47,000 people, when we have close to 8,000 people in China and 30 factories and about 1.7 billion turnover. We are one of the champions in the Chinese market when it comes to our paints, coatings and chemicals products.
This time, why you come to trip to China?
I regularly come to China.
Okay.
First of all, because I like the country, and second of all, because the business is so important for us. And China is always a fast-changing country, so it's always important that also as a CEO, you stay close to the market, you stay close to your people, you understand how the country is changing, so you can possibly adapt the strategy when it's necessary.
How do you view the economic prospects in the Chinese market? And how does Chinese market important to AkzoNobel?
China has of course seen a fantastic growth development in the last 20 plus years. And what we do see in the last 18 months is that some of the growth is becoming a little less. It's still growing fast compared to the European countries and compared to North America, but it's not growing as fast anymore as in the past. And what you see as well in China is that there is also a lot of exciting developments. You see a very fast adaptation of the digital business in every business in the country. And therefore you see changes that as a company, a global company like AkzoNobel, you need to adapt to.
Chinese market is very important to you as your global strategist.
Yes, as the second largest market and the second largest revenue of a country in the world, China is very important for AkzoNobel.
Let's talk about your very newest initiative. It's called the Human Cities.
Mm-hmm.
What are the highlights about this?
What we see is that the world is urbanizing very fast. People say that about 75% of all people living on the planet will live in cities in 2050. And that is a tremendous amount of people living in cities, and it means cities need to expand. And what we see is that cities expand not in the old cultural way where the people stay close together and it's a natural expansion. You see that cities expand very fast. And as a result, they become a little bit the same everywhere. They become a copy of each other, and they don't look like very much fun. They don't look exciting. They don't really connect the people in the city. And what we drive to is to help cities and neighborhoods to make these places more human, to make them more livable, more exciting, more fun. And we can do that with the Human Cities initiative that we've initiated and with our very famous products, like the deluxe products or the international products that we have here in the Chinese market, and that can help make neighborhoods far more human than they are today.
And I know that this initiative is across the world.
Mm-hmm.
So far, have you some successful examples?
Yeah, we have many successful examples. We built the Human Cities initiatives on 6 pillars. And we work together with many partners, and these partners together with us either look at a city environment and talk to the neighborhood, talk to the people who live there and say, what do you think is necessary to make this neighborhood more livable? And this can be taking an old church or an old temple and reviving it and renovating it and protecting the heritage and introducing color back into the society. It can also be because we are actually supporting education, where we're supporting sports and leisure in the neighborhood to connect the different families in the society. And all of that is always with AkzoNobel associated with sustainability. Because sustainability is integrated in AkzoNobel in a very strong way. And we've again achieved a #1 position in the Dow Jones Sustainability Index, which shows that we are better than many other companies when it comes to this aspect. And if you introduce the combination of this to areas in Brazil or in Europe or in Africa or in Asia, the neighborhoods have been very appreciative when we have come to help.
Chinese government has put sustainability as one of its priorities. How will this affect AkzoNobel's business in this
We
market?
have been driving sustainability for a very long time. And we do it almost in everything that we behave. We constantly reduce our use of the energy. We make sure that wherever we build new plants, including in China, it is our latest technology. We look at our products and make sure that our products are sustainable. And we look at many aspects in terms of innovation that help the customers to be more sustainable. So we have many products that don't only are sustainable, but they also help the customer to be more sustainable. And as a result, we have become the #1 in the Dow Jones Sustainability Index already for the 4th year in a row. So in the last 10 years, we've been in the top 3, and in the last 4 years, we've been the #1, which shows that we're doing a good job. And we hope that with China also focusing on sustainability, that's a very good match.
Your company is like one of the leaders in the area of sustainability.
Yeah.
So how you gain this like top position?
It takes years. It takes a lot of work. And what is very important is that all the employees of the company, they believe in it, they want to work on it, and they change their behavior. They change their behavior in the way they buy things, in the way they innovate things, in the way they produce things. And they constantly think about opportunities to be more sustainable. And if you do that for many years, that's when you become #1.
How about the Chinese situation, about the Chinese stuff? Is also the same?
It's very much the same, and it's very fascinating to watch that the Chinese consumer now comes to us and doesn't only talk about the quality and the price of the product, but they also always want to talk about the sustainability of the product. And therefore, in China, we've introduced all of the new products that we've had when it comes to sustainability.
You've mentioned the urbanization. What's your role in the process of Chinese urbanization?
Urbanization will take place. I think by 2030, China will already almost have 70% of the people living in cities. So it is happening, and it will continue to happen. And here we can only help. We can offer our help and say, if you have these cities that are expanding very quickly and you have a feeling that they are not so livable and not so exciting and not so much fun, AkzoNobel is ready to go into the discussion and the research. What does it mean to become more human in these neighborhoods? And we can always help. So we offer our help into those neighborhoods and those cities that would like our help in making the neighborhoods more human.
And do you have specific plans in China about urbanization?
Yeah, we have basically the 6 pillars of the human cities concept are helping us to talk to the municipal governments and to the organizations and the neighborhoods to say, what do you desire? And we have a whole toolbox of things that we can offer. Right? And we offer it in the form of our own employees that help the neighborhoods bring color back into the neighborhood. Our own employees and the local community work together to actually do things when it comes to renovating heritage. The Jing'an Temple in Shanghai, also new constructions that need more color in the Beijing area, also contemporary architecture that people and architects come to us and ask. So many things that we can do and already do to make the neighborhoods more human.
Do you have some, like in the future, more investment plans in China?
We continue to invest in China. We still have 2 new factories under construction. So we have already 30 facilities in China, 2 under construction. We expect China to continue growing. So I personally expect to continue investing in China, not only in factories, but also in the people, also in the talents, so that they make careers inside China. But with a multinational company as AkzoNobel, they can also make a career outside of China and become part of the global community to make this a better company.
And do you have like more new projects in like your pipelines or some other sort of things?
We have global innovation products and we have local innovation projects, and we constantly introduce new products in the market, and they can be functional products, but they can also be beautiful products. And we do that continuously all the time.
Your ambitions in Chinese market is like?
We want to be one of the champions in our industries in China. We want to make sure that we can drive sustainability responsibly in China when it comes to our products and our applications. We want to make sure that our consumers and our customers are becoming more sustainable because they use our products. And with that, together become successful in the market.
Okay, I'm looking forward to see that everything that comes true.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.